Hi everyone, welcome back to CyberChimps. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can add a multi-button widget to your Elementor website using responsive add-ons for Elementor plugin. Here is an example of a multi-button. On the left hand side, you will see YouTube, and on the right hand side, you will see Facebook icon. If I click on this one, it will open YouTube, and if I click on this one, it will open the Facebook website. So this is an example of a multi-button. Now let's see how does this work. So we'll do this in 3 steps. Step 1 is to install and activate responsive add-ons for Elementor plugin. And for that, go to your WordPress dashboard and click on Add New Plugin. Then here search for responsive add-ons for Elementor. And when you see this plugin, click on Install Now. And once the installation is complete, click on Activate to activate the plugin. Now the plugin has been activated. So as you know, it's an add-on plugin for Elementor. So to use it properly, you also need to install and activate Elementor if it's not already activated on your website. Step 2 is to add the RAE multi-button widget to your Elementor website. Now go to the page or post where you want to add the button and then click on Edit with Elementor. Now here on the left hand side, search for RAE multi. So you will see this widget over here labeled as RAE. So just drag and drop it where you want to add it. So now this is how the default widget will look like. Step 3 is to customize the RAE multi-button widget. Okay, now let's start customizing the button. So the first option you can see over here is multi-button under the content tab. So here you can see 3 sections: primary, connector and secondary. Primary means this yellow color button. Connector is this OR connector between these two buttons, and secondary is the blue color button. So we'll customize them one by one. Okay, so from here you can change the button text. So I'm changing it to YouTube. So here you can add the link, and from the icon library you can go ahead and select the icon, and under icon position it allows you to choose the position of the icon, whether it should be before or after the button text. Then you can also set the icon spacing between the icon and the button text. And from here you can change the layout. Now click on connector, and from here you get the option to display or hide the connector. So if you enable the hide connector, the connector is gone now, as you can see. So if you disable it, the connector will also again appear. So now here under connector type, you get to choose the type of connector, whether it should be text or icon. And from here, if you choose text, then you can change the text from here. And now let's go to the secondary tab. And from here, I'm going to change the text to this button. And then I'm adding the link over here. And now I'm adding the icon from here. I want it after my text, and I'll also change the icon spacing from here. Okay, so once we're done with the content tab, now let's go to the style tab. So under style tab, you can see 4 settings. The first setting is common. So this setting is for the common style of both primary and secondary button. You can control the padding of both the buttons from here. Set the distance between these two buttons. And then you can change typography from here. So let's go ahead and make it. And I'm also going to increase the size. You can also add box shadow if you want. And then you can customize the shadow from here as well. And you can change the alignment from here. You can make it left, you can make it right, or you can make it center. Now click on the primary button. So from here you can change the padding of the primary button only. And under border type, you can add a border to your button if you want. And under border radius, you can rectangle or you can make it circular. And from here, you can change the typography of the primary button. And from here, you can change the box shadow as well. And from here, you can change the text color. So I think, so I'm not going to change the text color from here. I'm going to change the background color. So click here and choose the color which you want. And then under hover, if you click here, then you can change the text and background color on hover. So as you can see, the text color and the background colors are changing. So once you're done, let's go to the connector settings. So from here, you can change the text color of the connector. And from here you can change the background color of the connector. And you can also adjust the typography of the connector from here. And you can add a box shadow to connector if you want. Now let's come to the last setting, which is the secondary button. So from here you can adjust the padding of the button, and you can add border type to your button, and you can add border radius from here to the secondary button, and you can change the typography as well, and you can add box shadow, and you can change the text color and background color. So I'm going to change the background color from here. Click on hover settings and change the text and background color from here. So once you're done, click on publish. So this is one way of using this multi button. I also show you how you can use it in another way. So I'll just quickly duplicate it. So now I'll go here, and first of all I'll remove the connector, and then I'll add a spacing between these two buttons, and then I'll change the radius of both the buttons and padding of both the buttons. I have 4 buttons, so I can go ahead and customize these buttons to whichever way I want. I can also remove background from one button. So now I have one button with a background and one button without background. So in this way you can have multiple buttons in a row, or you can have multiple buttons in a column. So you can go ahead and explore more of these settings, and that's how you can easily add a multi-button to your Elementor website. If you have any questions or run into any problem, you can write down your queries to the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.